Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Are you ready to have some paper fun today? Well, we are going to rock it with, I want to show you this bookbinding that I did that is so super easy and very functional, and I think we can have a lot of fun with it using it different ways. But this is the preliminary one I want to show you, and then we can go places from there. But what I did was I made a project-specific digikit organizer for my next project, and this isn't actually what I'm going to do. I'm more excited about showing you how I bound this little creation, and I think we can use that in many different ways. This has probably been done out there before, but it's new to me, and I thought, wow, I want to share this with you guys because it's so easy, and you know, we love easy. Okay, so basically, let me just give you a quick tour of what this little guy looks like. So basically, this is something that I might use to where's my little, okay, so I've got my digikits and I've been fussy cutting some and doing that, or maybe you've got magazine pictures or book pages or drawings of your own, you're collecting them, fussy cutting away. Well, sometimes it's hard to, you know, see what you have in there. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice to make a little organizer for a project so that you can ferret out the ones you want and then put them in here, and then as you're doing your project, you can place the things as you go. Or not. You could use this for anything. You could use this to organize stickers or any kinds of embellishments, but I'll show you what I did. Okay, so this I've just made into a little pocket on the front, and I just put some stenciling on it. I inked around the edges, and I used two large file folders, because that's what I had on hand. But you can make these any size, it doesn't matter. And what I did was I tried to use up what I had to make the little pockets on the inside. And so as you can see, I had some acetate from packaging that I used here, and I just glued it on because that was easy. And I made two of those acetate pockets because I like those because I can see through what is there, and a bigger one on the bottom to hold bigger stuff. I just put some washi tape here because I think I was trying to cover some things that were on the old manila envelope, but you could actually label the tabs if you wanted to. And I sewed some of the little pockets in as well, just as an example of what you can do. See that? And this one I glued, and glue seems to be doing just fine. I used Fabrifix glue. Let me show you in case you wonder what it is. Here, Fabrifix glue by Beacon. Okay, fabric to fabric, paper to fabric, and paper to paper works great. Clear silicone and flipping the page. Now here, since I had a lot of offcuts from making these, I thought, well, why don't I use what I have? And I actually started to use the file folder itself. It works great, very functional. I did some corner tucks here, so they're easy to get in and out. And corner tucks work great that way. If you're ever wondering in journals, sometimes the actual U-shaped pocket can be a little tricky to get stuff in and out. But if you do an L-shaped glue, or an L-shaped glue this way, or just a glue across the bottom, it's really easy to pull stuff in and out. Okay, so I put some bigger things in here, and then I had a little offcut, so I just inked around so it would show, and then I just tucked some little things in here that fit in there. Now down here, I had a little plastic bag that was sitting around on my desk, and what I did was I took the plastic bag and I think this is the other half of it. It was from packaging again, and I just took a glue stick, this one, Scotch Create glue stick, and I just glued the back of the bag, and I stuck it to the page, and it seems to work just fine. I mean, no muss, no fuss, very easy to function and operate. Here I created a large corner tuck so that I could put bigger pictures in here, and here I just stored some you know, reproductions of my watercolor pencils, just colored pencil drawings. And I thought, well, if I can do that, maybe I can put something on the front here. And I made a little mini belly band to display other things as well. So there's 1,000,001 ways that you could do this little project. Here's another glued clear piece of acetate, another piece of file folder, and another clear piece of acetate. You can make them any size. You could put 10, you could put one big one, totally up to you. Here I made a belly band, and anything I'm doing with the file folder, You could do with the acetate, and anything I do with the acetate, you could do with the file folder. So I just wanted to show you different options, easy ways to get at your stuff, see what you have. And I just put a little pretty picture on the back there. Okay, so, but really what I wanted to show you was the binding, and it's so easy. Okay, so, it does involve a sewing machine, but I don't think you have to sew it. But let me show you the sewing way first, because that's actually the way I did it. And then I'll offer you some alternatives on how you can not sew it. But the sewing is definitely going to give you some super strength, and you'll never have to worry about this thing falling apart. Okay? All right, so what I did was I took 2 large envelopes, 2 large manila folders. They could be anything. They don't even have to be manila folders. You could actually use scrapbook paper, you know, the kind that's two-tone, that's sort of thick. You know, that's about the same thickness as a manila folder. And then I just cut it to the height that I wanted. So let's see. This one was actually, if you want to know the dimensions, I know sometimes it's important, 11 by 7.5. That's how it all, well, no, if I count the little tabaroos, 11 by 8. Okay. Sorry, didn't show you that well. But let me go ahead and cut these 2. And where I'm going to do, I'll do it basically the same size. I'll make it 11 high. And, okay, and then I will cut at the 8 mark. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so this file folder must have been bigger. Why doesn't that look right? Because I didn't cut it the right size. Yeah, oh, look at that. Me who doesn't like to measure, apparently measures wrong when she measures. Okay, so this one is not 11, it's 10. Because I measured wrong. So we're just going to roll with that. Yeah. And this one must have been wider because I ended up cutting off all the tabs. But I thought the tabs were cute. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. So I've got 2 of these. But what I'm going to actually do is they're connected here. Now you think, hey, why cut off the connection? Because you're trying to connect things. Well, because of the design we're going to do with this, it's going to work better if there's no spine. So I'm just going to cut off the spine here. I am, since I found my my ruler. Oh, hang on. Okay, and I'm just going to cut off the spine of both of them. That's going to give me 4 pieces. I'm using my craft knife, going slow, making sure I don't cut my fingers off, watching where the blade goes. Probably need to break off a blade because it's getting a little dull. Retracting, putting away safely. Okay, got that. And then, so now I've got my 4 pieces, which are relatively all the same size. So what the trick is, where's my little piece of, oh, okay, yeah. I'm going today to use, and I want to show you how you can just use stuff around the house. This is actually a sleeve from a shirt, and I liked the material. Let me see if I can show you the material better. It had a pretty, I don't know if you can see it, had a pretty pattern in it, and I thought it was kind of cool. And I dyed it. I was just goofing around with some, you know, what did I have? Probably some spray inks or, you know, whatever I had, and I threw it in and I just dyed it. If there's some coffee in there and things like that. But what I want to do is I want to use the sleeve. So I want to show you that you can use things that you just have around the house. This is nice cotton muslin style, no stretch material, relatively thin. Okay, so if you're looking for stuff and you don't know what to do and you haven't got any fancy stuff, check your closet. There's probably something in there that you don't like or don't wear or might have a second life, or maybe you'll find something at the thrift store or garage sale or something like that. All right, so I'm going to, actually this is going to dictate how big our book is because, and also cotton is easier to tear, which is nice. You don't have to fight with this so much. It's just like easy tear. Oh, let me back out a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, so we have the cuff off and we'll put the cuff over there. I don't know if we're gonna need it. And then we're gonna just open this up, give it a little snip, and then the rest of the work is done. Okay, let's just take this off because we don't need all that. All right, so I know I need at least, oh, I think we're gonna have enough, so I don't need to shorten it. Okay, that's good. We're gonna need, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So we're gonna need 4 pieces of this. And I want these to be at least 3 inches wide. So I'm gonna count, I hope this, will you go this way? No, you're too short that way. I hope you tear this way. I don't know if you will. Maybe my big tearing explanation is gonna go out the window. We'll find out right now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, nope, I can still tear it. Yes, cotton. Love to cotton. You can tear both ways. Okay, 2. There. Looks like I got enough for 3. Barely. And I'm gonna have to make one out of the sleeve just to make it work, but that's okay, I can do that. Or I can use a different piece of material. It doesn't have to be the same material, so you're not stuck. Just remember that. There's always a way around it or out of it. Okay. Well, I'll show you what I do when I get to the last one. All right, but this is the concept. Okay, so I have 3 basic strips that are at least as tall as my book, my little booklet, and they're about 3 inches wide. Okay. And now here comes the you know, amazing magic of it all. And you probably honestly could do 2 inches. You know, that would be just fine, I would say. Yeah, you could do 2 inches. We'll take 1 sheet, and here we go. Are you ready? Because it's going to happen fast. All right, I'm taking my Fabrifix, which I have put in a Sugar Belts icing piping bottle, just to give me a thinner stream of glue, and I'm putting a bead of glue down. And then I'm taking this, and I'm gluing it onto here, maybe about 1/2 inch onto the manila folder. Okay, and then I'm flipping it over, and then I'm going to run my bead of glue down here again. Look at that. Yep, amazing. And then I'm going to fold this over, but I'm not going to abut it. I'm going to leave like some fabric here. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah. So I'm going to make it so, maybe 1/2 inch goes onto the book. Okay. And basically, I have like a tunnel. All right. And then I have about 1/2 inch on either side. All right. And you can trim them off at the top and the bottom just for simplicity's sake, or you can ruffle them a little bit more, whatever you like. You can leave them as danglies, totally up to you. And we'll just do this a couple more times so you can see it's a pretty easy concept, right? Yeah, I don't floor anybody here yet. Let's go ahead and do this. And if I stop yapping and start moving, it'll happen faster. All right, so there's about 1/2 inch. And I like the offness of it, like it's not exactly perfect, and that's fine. You can make it exactly perfect, and that's fine too. All right, here we go. Whee! Whoa! There we go. And we are now gluing this about a half an inch on there. Okay. And really the glue, you don't have to use Fabrifix. You could use any glue, a white glue, a glue stick, a temporary tape, or anything like that. But just be mindful if you're going to sew over it, it might grab whatever you put down there. But it's just to give us some temporary positioning. Can you see? Okay. It's so exciting when this all comes together. Yeah, and it's so easy. And you could do so many books this way. I think it lends itself to books that use, or booklets, or, you know, storage booklets that want a stiffer something in it. Okay, we're going to do this one. Motoring right along. Like I said, it's pretty fast. Oh, no, got to put stuff down first. All right, here we go. Get ahead of yourself, Missy. You just in there and do it right. Okay. And we're down. And we're down. Okay. Just takes a second to grab. I use the Fabrifix because it grabs fast and it's easy for camera work, and I can get going. You know, I like to get going. I should have been called the impatient crafter because, yeah, I don't do well sitting around waiting for stuff. I want to glue and go. Yeah, let's glue and go, right? Let's make a book. Let's make a book today and be done with it. Let's make something fun. Let's make something useful. All right. Okay, so we have 3. And now for the big finale, of course, I don't have enough left, so I'm going to somehow have to bring this guy in. And he's my sleeve. So I think I'm going to open him up and steal some more material from his insides. Yeah, there's enough in there. I'm coming for you, sleeve. Yep, here I come. I'm going to use what I have. Yep. And then I'll know this shirt went to a good purpose in life. Yeah. No landfill for you, at least not yet. In case somebody throws away this amazing creation one day and it ends up in a landfill. Hey, it's not on me. That's all I can say. Okay. Okay. So we have a middle that's sewn, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to, what are we going to do, Pam? We're just going to leave it there. We're just going to use this piece as is. Let's do that. Okay, maybe it might be the cover piece because it's thicker, or it's unusual, or it's different, or it's bumpy, or maybe it'll be the back, or hidden in the middle because we don't want to look at it. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's just put that there. Okay. I probably should put it the other way, but it's too late now. We're just going to go this way. Let's get rid of that little hoo-ha. And we're gluing with the best of them. I have 2 rows here, but that's okay. I'm not going to get all fuss about it. I have 2 layers of material. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's going to make it a little bunchier, a little thicker. 1 layer is better. 1 layer is better because it's going to be kinder to your sewing machine or your little hands that are going to be sewing it, or however you're deciding to put it together, stapling or slow stitching, whatever you choose to do. But anyway, so what we have are 4 of these little lovelies. Now, I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew. This is where I want you to sew. Okay? See where the edge of the manila folder is? I want you to make sure, just sew a straight stitch all the way down here, making sure that you're on the manila folder and on the material. So they're approximately both a 1/2 inch in. Just whiz. That's what I want you to do. Just whiz. And you can do back and forth if you want to anchor it in. But I'm just going to whiz and see what happens. Okay, let me take you over there. Hold on. This is going to be scary. I can't take you over there anymore because I wonder if I can bring my machine over here. Oh, maybe another day. I moved my my camera arm and it doesn't reach over there. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to sew down here, sew down here, sew down here, and sew down here. I'll be right back. Okay, I brought my sewing machine over here. That was not easy. I just wanted really to show you guys what the sewing part looks like for people who are novice sewers like me. It's not that hard, and I want you to have fun too. So here's what I did. I took my next page and I had to flip it over because it won't fit in here. So I flipped it over and then I put it in my machine and I just sewed a straight stitch down. So let's do that together here. Here we go. We're sewing a straight stitch. All right, hold on to your hats. Okay, you could go back and forth, like I said, at the ends, but I didn't. I just sewed it. Okay, so that's what I got. And I guess I have blue on the bottom and black on top just because that's what it was, and that's fine with me. There's Holly. Hi, Holly. How you doing, big guy? Okay, let's rock this. And this would be so much fun for so many different things. And I'm sewing. And I'm sewing fast. You don't have to sew fast, but you can. Because it's kind of exciting. I just knocked my glue over. Yeah, that happens. Okay, just cutting that on the back. Uprighting my glue. Okay, because I was not prepared to do this on but I'm just rolling with it because it makes more sense. It just makes more sense. Okay, let me make sure I know where the edge is. I can see where my edge is, so I have to be inside of that. No, we'll flip over there, get that straightened out. Okay, and we're sewing. Oh, we're going to go over bump. Maybe slow down. Yeah, hear it. The machine choking a little bit, and me. All right, coming down the edge. And if you want to back up to lock it in, you just hit your whatever on your machine, the magic backup button. It's different on everybody's machine, I'm sure, but I got this little brother at Walmart. It was like a mid-range cheapo special at Walmart, and it just seems to work just fine. Haven't killed it yet. I use a universal needle, in case anybody's wondering. I also have tried denim and leather needles. They work fine, but I replaced it with a universal, and no problem so far. So don't forget to clean out the inside of your machine. And there we go. So we're going to do one more sewing thing, so I'm not going to get rid of this yet. So I'm just going to collate, put together in an organized fashion, my pages. And the extra material on the edges, this is where this comes into play. This is going to bring everything together so nicely. I'm going to bring the edges together so it's edges together so nicely. And isn't that cute? That's kind of cute on the end. That's going to be my spine. Now this time when I sew, I want to make sure I get all of them in there. And this is where it's a little handy to have a clamp. So your clamp can be your best friend. It could be a big paper clip, could be something like that, but just something to hold them all together. And then you want to look, I recommend picking the one on top that is the thinnest, because you definitely want to catch that one, okay? And the thicker ones can go in back. If you measured perfectly and they're all exactly the same, Go for it, sister and brother and other. Go for it. Have fun and, you know, see what it comes out like. Okay, here we go. There. All right. Now I have to turn it around. This is my top. Can you see? I'm going to take you in closer. This is the top. It's the skinniest one just because that's how it went. And they're all like pretty much, are you organized? Is everybody behaving? Let me make sure. Are you all the way? No, you're not all the way. You get in there and you align with everybody. Make sure these all abut at the same place and then all should be well. Then you want to go off the file folder. Don't sew the file folder, only sew the material. And you're only limited, your page numbers are only limited to how fat of a chunk you can get under your machine with the sewing method. So let's try this. Okay, I'm not on the, I can see the edge of the, zoom in a little more. I can see the edge of the file folders there. I'm going to stay just a little bit that way. Here we go. Go slow because it's thicker. You don't want choking. Okay, now I would probably back up on this because this is going to be your big spine anchor. And you could even do a zigzag stitch, you know, if you really want to get fancy. Or maybe you want to go back to regular stitch just for the heck of it. Okay, going. Okay, go slow up to or going over a bump. You always got to kind of hold your breath and help it through. Okay, go slow, and then you can go a little faster if everything is going well, but you're making sure that you're going to hang on to the, you're going to sew on top of the shortest one. Yeah, and then you're going to come right off the edge, and I'm just like varying it for aesthetics, but back and forth a little bit, lock that little baby in. Oh, you couldn't really see that, sorry. Yeah, me and my great camera work. Okay, so what do we have? Let's take a look. Let me get rid of my sewing machine. Hold on. I'm back. Are you still there? Okay. Let's get you reoriented. And let's look at you in this. Okay. Okay, so now what do we have? We have, oh, you can't see. Okay, sorry. Taking the clamp off. Closer look. So I have those that are sewn onto the file folder, and then I have this one that should not, oh, I may have caught the file. Okay, well, we'll see. I think I caught the file. You don't want to catch the file because it's going to open better. So we shall see how I goofed this. That one works just fine. Okay, we're good there. This is the one I'm worried about. Oh, not bad. Okay, so maybe it was the last one. Oh, no, it's probably here. Here it is. Here's the, oh, not bad. Actually, even with a little faux pas, it's okay. So it functions, it lays flat. So it's not the worst thing in the world if you do catch the file folder a little bit, but you really don't want to. It just seems to work fine. I don't know why it's working. The magic of the universe. Maybe it slid off the edge of the file folder. I don't know, I feel like I have one of them in there. Maybe you can catch one and it's okay. How about that? All right, but there you go. There's your basic construct of a very easy, kind of cool. I don't know. I think that's kind of pretty, isn't it? As a sort of a roughly kind of interesting spine design there. You could use any kind of pretty materials and stuff like that, and you could decorate your cover any way you like. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, let me go back up so you can see a little bit better. Okay. Get the lighting. Okay. Okay, so if you want to decorate it up from here, now you could use this like a regular scrapbook because you could mount photos or poems or memorabilia, anything like that. It's a very functional item that could be used in many different ways. The only thing you're limited to, at least in my machine, I can only put so many pages together. I could probably go up to 6 pages, and if I use thin material. Okay, the more bulk, the harder your machine has to work to get through to sew this together. So, speaking of sewing, if you didn't want to sew these, you could also just glue them and just leave the glue. And then you could actually come and glue these pieces together, and that could be your spine. That would be an option. You could also come with staples and staple the spine together and then run a piece of ribbon down the back to cover the staples so somebody doesn't, you know, hurt their fingers, and then maybe run a piece of ribbon down here to cover the staples. So that could work too. The other thing you could do is, let me just show you options here. We're going to bring out this guy, our Crocodile 2 Big Bite. You can also use the regular Crocodile for this because you don't have to go that deep. You at least have that much room to cut a hole. Maybe let's try that. I was thinking about this and I thought, would this work? Would this work? Let's try it. Let's just do it. So I'm only going through the fabric and I'm able to cut that easily with this little We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile 1. I think it's the original, the short neck one. And it works fine for a short neck project. If you have to go deep into a project, this one is better because you have a longer reach. Okay, let's put that there. Yeah. Okay, so now you have 3 holes, and you could do a lot of things with the 3 holes here to bind this together. You could do some kind of brads, possibly. That might work. You could do, let me see. Give me a brad of substance. Where are my brads of substance? All right. Give me your brad of substance here. Okay, this one, he'll show up. Okay, here's an orange brad of substance. I could put a brad through there and anchor it on the back. And then maybe I would want to do something on the back to maybe run a piece of ribbon or something like that down here. Or even you could take, if you have some of the same material, you could just glue a piece of material on the back to cover the brads. That would work as well. So you have those. And if you didn't want to do brads, then maybe you could come in here and do some fancy slow stitching. This might work. Now, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the world's worst sewer but if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I don't know if I can do it because I haven't done it yet, but let me try. What's this? Is this good? Let me try some string. I don't know. What do I have? Okay, don't eat that, Sonny. Wait, let Mom get it. All right, Mom got it. All right, I have some twine. I'm just taking this because it's here. And let's find the end. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. All right, let's try this. Live, on camera. Desk is a mess, but we're having fun. Anyway, I just thought there's a lot of ways that you can go with this, but this is one example. And I'll show you how I decorated that up for those of you who want to see that. But I figured I'd show you the basic construct of the spine first. So those of you that want to go off and running and make other cool things, and you don't need me. You got a million ideas yourself, and you're just inspiring the heck out of the rest of us. So thank you for that. Okay, so I'd probably say, I don't know, maybe 3 times the height of the thing because that's what we do for our signature. So let's just roll with that and see what happens. I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm going to try a 3-hole pamphlet stitch here and just see what happens. You could also do a blanket stitch. That might be cool. Could punch a bunch of holes. The nice thing about the Crocodile punchers is you can go through fabric or paper, which is so much easier than with your hand trying to get a needle through. It just gives you a nice little easy starting place, especially if maybe your hands have a little arthritis or they don't work as well as they used to, or you just don't want tired hands. I don't want tired hands, Pam. I don't want tired hands. Nope. Okay, so let's see what we have. I have no idea if, oh, look at what I just did. Yeah, no, I just sewed in my, hang on. I have just sewn in my microphone cord and now I have extracted it, thankfully. All right, so I think we need to put that in the middle just like we do. And this will give you some togetherness. Now you could tie this together on the back or the front. Doesn't matter. But how fun is that? I think I cut way more thread than I needed, way more twine than I needed. Okay, so one snug but not pulling. Okay, and maybe okay. Tie it right way once and then tie it the weird way the next time. And this is definitely the weird way. Okay, that feels weird. All right, right over left, left over right for those who are in the know. And maybe I'm just gonna tie a little bowski. A little bowski. I'm gonna tie 2 little bowskis. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, okay, oh, that kind of unties the other one. Well, we'll just do our best. Okay. Let's do a few little dangleroos. Maybe you want to hang something from this. You could do that. That would be cute. So see, like a cute little binding like that. Isn't that adorable? I mean, there's just a million and one things that you could do with this. You don't need a lot of supplies. Apparently you need an old shirt and 2 manila folders. And then you have this. So let's just keep going here and we'll just decorate this baby a little bit. And I'm just gonna look for scraps that I have around town here. And by town, I mean my craft room. Okay, I'm gonna use this thing, the Crocodile Corner Chomper, because it's a good corner rounder for multiple thick things. But you can also do these, you can put a quarter here and just draw around and then cut there, and that you don't need one of these. So that will work as well. And let's see, I probably want to just ink up the outside page so we can get some lookage here. Some purdy mint. And let me see what I can ruffle here. Hang on just one second. You won't even notice I'm gone because I'll be right back. Okay, I pulled out I went in my plastics drawer and this is what I found. I found some small bags and I found one of these sleeves, like a document sleeve or something. I don't know, something from I used to use a long time ago apparently. Don't use it anymore. Okay, I have an idea for this, which I haven't done yet. Let's try it. Yeah, put that on the second page. All right. Don't know if this is going to work. Let's just see. I'm going to use, not the fabric scissors, Pam, not the fabric scissors. Okay, that's a nice width. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Plastic cutting is weird, but plastic really does come in handy here because you can see your items and that's handy. Okay, so I think I'm going to make, maybe a midways to Sunday tall one. Okay, you can see that. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, never done this before, let's try. Okay, this I did do before. A glue stick of choice, a good one, because you don't want one that's going to pop off. And, or you could use regular glue or something like that, but I'm just going to use a glue stick because I think it lends oh goodness gracious, it lends itself to the plastic gluing. Here, I just want to make sure I get my edges, probably the most important. So I'm gluing the back of this. And I'm making a corner tuck. I'll show you. Here we go, ready? And this is down, put it down. You can decorate this later if you want, but because this is sort of floppy, what I think I'd like to do is pull this back and glue that down there. So I'm just gonna, probably gonna be a mess, but I'll do it, Okay, I'm just gluing a little bit here. I'm gonna get the edges, nice, okay. Take that and I'll pull that down here. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a nice little pocket that I can tuck stuff in. So what do I got? You tuck something in it, Pam. Prove it to them that you can tuck things in there and you can see them. See that? Okay, let's see it. Oh, there you go. It's proof in the pudding. It can be done. Okay, let's see what else we want to put in there. Maybe put this guy. Yeah, he could live in it because this one's wider. So maybe wider is better so you can put more things in there. Okay. All right, oh, my neck, okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's do another option of what you can, like, look in your garbage and check your, what's that? Is that oh yeah, look at that. I found this piece of, that's perfect. That's actually exactly what I need. This was from packaging from something. So let's make a little something out of this. Maybe we can make 2 somethings. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use these. The not too talls. We don't need them super tall because things can poke out. It's easier if they poke out. That way it can be an easy grab. So I think I might actually get 3 pockets out of this. That's pretty cool. I didn't even have to go in deep diving into my plastic thing. All right, let's try this on the next page. And then we'll do some of the leftover manila file folder pieces because we have them. Okay, so one has a little bottom. Where are you? Or not, maybe I'm lying. No, none of them have a bottom. So if you're going to glue these together at the bottom, Pam, how would you do it? Well, the easiest, most easy way would be just put a little glue in there, right? And then you're done. And you've glued your bottom. Always good to have a glued bottom. You can put that on here. And maybe I'm just going to glue this here. Actually, I want to glue the whole back. Okay, let's try that with this glue. This is the Fabrifix glue. Pick it up and glue it down. Okay, now we should still have a pocket because that's what we made. All right, and then the next one, let's try a different way. Let's say, I'm not so good about gluing on the inside there. Maybe I want to do something different. So maybe we can take a little piece of our leftover material, because we have little bits and bops, and we're all about using our bits and bops up. So let's just tear a piece off. All right, that's all we need. Don't need much. And we're just gonna close the flap on the bottom. So we're gonna glue. Let me bring you in closer. This is an open bottom tube. I'm gonna put that halfway on. Can you see? Can you see? Halfway on. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you could actually just do that. You could put it halfway on. You don't have to wrap it around. It might be lumpier. Yeah, maybe let's do that. All right, it'd be nice if the fabric came out straight and not all lumpy, but it's lumpy, and we'll just go with that. Okay, whatever. As long as you have a little bit hanging below your item, below the bottom of your bag. Okay, we're just gonna do this right. Straighten it all out, Pam. Just get in there and get that little bit. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, there we go. All right, let's go back and re-glue. That was like an excuse of a glue. All right, there. Is that good enough? A little further. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Okay, here we are. And we're going to get it all down. I think we're shy of glue on this side. A little more. Okay, so we have that. Boy, that was easy, huh? And then we're just going to take this. We're going to put some glue on that. We're going to cut this off. Try not to lose a finger. And then we're just going to glue this right down there. I'm going to put a little higher. Okay, so it'll be 2 on that page. The extra glue. If you rub really fast, the Fabrifix will just rub away. That's kind of nice. So then we have a nice, oh, I didn't glue the back. Now here again, you could either use the Fabrifix glue, or you could use a glue stick, and I'll try a Yoo-hoo this time. This one doesn't stick as well for me, so we'll give it the comparison test here. Okay, we'll just see if you become part of the, maybe you will work in this point. We'll give you a chance, Yoo-hoo. We will. We haven't, you know, we've been a little hard on you, yeah. I like it when glue grabs and you don't have to think twice. You're not like wondering whether it's going to grab. It just grabs and you go. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So then we can tuck some doodads in there. We got, I don't know, maybe what do we got? Also, I have nothing. Yeah, I have nothing to put away. No, I do. I have stuff. Okay, so here's some from the Easter project. Now, there should be a pocket here. If all went well, let me just double check. If you did your edges well, it'll be easy in and out. Yeah, okay. All right, everything seems to be going fine if we do what we're supposed to do. Yoo-hoo seems to be behaving, so, you know, if you got Yoo-hoo, I think it'll work. All right. If it doesn't, you know, come back with something stronger, or you can even maybe use that tape or something like that. Let's just show a little duck face. There we go. Okay, so we have some of those. That's fun, right? So now let's use our leftover scraps from our cuts from our manila folder. We just have a bunch of this stuff hanging around, doing nothing. So let's have some fun. Let's do this. All right, so maybe here we want to do, oh, look, we have these. Okay, so let's make some little, these already have little rounded edges, so let's just roll with it. This is called the round edge roll, rolling with it. Maybe we'll put a couple of those there. I could even probably put a third one. I've got room. Okay. Be the same width as you. Give myself a little round edge. And I think, yeah, I think I'm going to have them go up. These, okay, I am going to ink these because then the pocket pops and I can just see it more easily. This is, you know, aesthetics choice. You can make it pretty as you like. You can make it simple and plain. These can also be used for kids' organizational little booklets for their projects for school. You know, maybe your recipes in the kitchen, you want to organize according to type or something like that. But this binding method could be used for so many different things. Okay, let's pop these down. So these, I could make a pocket, but I'm just going to make a straightaway. Yeah, this I'm going to just call it a bottom tuck. Yeah. Maybe I'll just put 2 of these. You could put more, but I'm just going to put 2. All right, there we go. So it'd be nice if they were straight. That would be nice. And you can decorate them and do different things like that. That would be fun too. And this little flap seems to be working just fine. All right, what do we have here? So we have this little guy, see, and they can stick out over the edges when you don't seal the edges, which gives you a little bit more leg room. You don't have to do that. I mean, obviously, some might fall out of the side if they're not snuggy wuggy, but if they are just normal, like this cardstock grabs easily. Sometimes the copy paper might slide out a little bit more. You just want to tuck a few things in there for your next project coming up. Maybe we can do an owl. All right, so there we have that. And then let's flip, and then we'll do very easy. We could either do a big tuck, or we could do, you know what, let's do a big tuck with a belly band, because we have this. All right, so I'm just going to cut this off. You could do this like perfectly straighteroo, or just the quickie way. Okay. And maybe I just want to put that there because I want to have one big pocket where I can pop some big things in there that I don't have to worry about running around. There's big space for them, and life is dandy. And I'm sweating. Is anybody else sweating? I don't know if it's the lights or it's hormones. It's probably both. Oh yes, life is a roller coaster. Yeah, but we just hang on and ride and have fun anyway. You know, if you're going to have a hot flash, you might as well be crafting. That's what I say. Okay, here we go. You might as well have some fun along the way, right? All right, here we go. And we're putting that down. Okay, now we have a giant tuck, just the L-shaped glue. I'm using Fabrifix. And once that's dry, then I can put some little doodads in there. And while that's drying, I'm going to make an on-top belly band because I am all fancy pants. Yes. Do I have any over there? No, we got to cut one. All right. Okay. Oh, this is going to be bad. Here we go. I'm just cutting a straight line, the worst way known to mankind. Okay. That was pretty bad, but you know, you get the concept. I just want you to get the concept. Okay. You can round the edges or keep them square. Maybe I'll round them just for cutesy sake. Pretty fast. And then just inkaroo. You could do a different color ink. You could do the same color ink, so just that your digikits or your pictures or whatever you have tucked in here pop, and everything else is neutral, which is advantageous so that your eye can find what you're looking for very quickly and it doesn't get distracted by all the beauty of what you've made. Okay, we have that. And then we're going to do the simple make a belly band maneuver of gluing the top, gluing the bottom, and now we have a belly band on top of a giant tuck because we are that amazing. Yes, yes, we have gone forth and created something yet again out of complete junk. And why not, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, so maybe we want to put this little birdie in here. You're probably too big. Well, you're kind of cute. We'll put you in there. Oh, you didn't glue. Give your glue a second to grab. Okay, I guess I needed an extra second. Here. Let's say I have a piece of paper and I want to put the piece of paper in there. So this paper can now be tucked in this giant tuck spot. And now I am ready to put my bird in there as well. And I could, you know, keep going and put other things in there because it will fit and it will hold multiple items, depending on your belly band of choice. Yes. So there you go. That's pretty much some different options that you can do with this, but I hope you remember this binding. What should we call this binding? Let's see. I'll figure something out. We'll call it the, I don't know, the easy sew, using up junk, not hard to do. I don't know, some kind of binding. Yeah. Oh, what's that? What's Sunny doing? Oh yeah, much more exciting than me blabbering. Okay, hold on.
Oh, big news, I got a haircut. Oh, let me borrow that. Thank you very much. Okay. Mom took me to the spa. Yeah, I got a haircut. Yeah. I'm actually okay with it. I'm just sleepy. So if you find value here or had fun, please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to get a copy of my free monthly emailed newsletter, please click on the link below and you'll get a free digital image, a list of journal supplies to keep your eyes open for, a note from the bookmaker, a junk journal tip, and updates from me. I'm bugging. Mom's bugging. I'm sleepy. And okay, I'm going to stretch now. Okay, no, I'm not. And what else? Got a podcast. It comes out Tuesdays and Thursdays. New material, different from the videos. And got an Etsy shop where I sell my vintage digital kits. Just put marches up there. If you haven't checked those out, come and check out butterfly wings and botanical sketches. And what are they? Did you forget already, Mom? Think harder. All right. Roses, Easter, and one other one that's really amazing. I can't think of it right now. Okay, but it's there. And sometimes I put journals for sale in there, and sometimes I put vintage, or I put bundles and all sorts of crazy kooky things. So keep your eye, and sometimes I make announcements, and sometimes I don't. And what else? Oh, yes, life is tough in the old puppy bed, isn't it? He hangs out right here with me. Yep, my little glue ball stuck to my foot eternally. And what else? There's something else. Oh, Facebook group. Come on over and have some fun with us in the Facebook group. Making things, doing weekly and monthly challenges, having lots of fun, inspiring the heck out of each other. And you guys are amazing. Welcome to all new subscribers, and welcome to a big hello and big hugs to everybody who's been here through it all. You've seen everything. And so I hope you're having fun. I hope you make time today for you to have some fun with your papers, because no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on in your life, I hope you have a little sliver of your day to have some fun. Take care, everyone. Remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon. Bye from us.